when you make progress, your ego is always behind you with a wheelbarrow full of manure.
Yes.
Right? But the interesting thing is that immediately you fall in the hole, you hit a problem, or,
Right.
as you said, you get into that place,
Yeah.
the ego goes right up to you with that wheelbarrow and dumps all that stuff right on you.
Yeah.
And then tells you you've not progressed. And it's easy to sit in your own manure and say, yeah, you're right, I haven't changed, I haven't grown, nothing's happened.
Yeah.
One of the great traps in our lives is to compare ourselves to others. It's a great trap. Please don't do it. There is nothing positive can ever come out of your life by comparing yourself to anybody else. Because the very best you is always better than a second-hand somebody else. And what that means for you is this, is if you compare yourself to yourself, you're able to measure your progress. So if you look and you say, oh, I'm back in the same old crap, here I am again, which is what your ego will say, right? And I haven't made any progress. Then you ask a question, is there any area of my life in which I have? Because I certainly can't see it in relationship right now, because I'm in this horrible feeling of terrible because I had a crappy relationship. But is there any area of my life that's improved? And for me, if you've really got a fierce ego, which most of us have, then you may need a buddy. You may need somebody who loves you, who cares about you. It's not somebody who's a smoke blower. You know what I mean by that, right? Somebody who's going to bend you over and blow smoke. Not that kind of smoke. Blow smoke up your butt. I'll translate for those of us who don't know. Blowing smoke up your butt is making you feel good. Not one of those, but a real friend. A real friend is the kind of friend who will say to you, when you are full of shit, they'll say you're full of shit. When you are giving yourself a hard time and telling yourself that you haven't progressed, and they genuinely see you have, they will tell you you have. They're not going to make you feel better just because they want to make you feel better. They'll give you the hard truth. And you need that real friend who will say that to you. And that's one of the great things. But you've got to do it with yourself. You've got to become your own monitor of that by stopping yourself and saying, is there any area of my life I've made progress?